coming back to DH? Is some of it because of the getting some balls off of his knee, trying to take it easier on him? Where does that all stand?
All of it is because of his shin and the soreness, and he's good enough to be in the lineup, but thought it made sense to DH him, just make sure that we'll not put too much on that leg right now, and I'm sure he'll be out there shortly.
So I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but I know he had a normal leg guard and a custom one. Is he adding anything else just to kind of protect that?
I would imagine that there'd be something, at the very least, something a little bit higher than the last time, as I know that he got hit a little higher, but I'm not sure of the details.
It's kind of day-to-day for him returning to shortstop at this point.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, it was just something we talked about yesterday. I thought it made sense, and I think he could have played short today, but just want to give him a little more recovery. So yeah, it will be day to day, likely playing shortstop tomorrow.
From your experience as a young player, like Colson really hasn't played a whole major league season. Are there times that you guys have to watch and say, okay, we need to get him out of here, not because he's not doing well, but because he's still getting used to being a major league player for 162?
Yeah, I think for all of our players, that's something that navigating a full season is something that we have to be mindful of, and we have to support them to do. Whether that means off days or DH days, whatever it might be, it's something we got to work with the player to make sure we get to the end and do it performing at a high level and performing healthily.
With Emerson back, do you have to be mindful of his condition as he plays, or do you think he's 100% okay?
No, he's good. He's 100% ready to play, or else he wouldn't be here. So we're excited to have him in there. The team has changed since he's been out both times. Really, it's been so long since he's been back, and ironically, it was the last Yankees series that we saw him. So, he'll be more in a role where you'll see him against left-handed pitching probably more. Maybe some opportunities against some righty starters, but for now, especially up front, to make sure he's doing all right and gets back feeling good and staying feeling good. Probably just against lefties to start.
I know Hayes had a homer as well. Just how is he feeling coming along?
Good. He's in a good spot too. Still in that spot where he's continuing to build volume and make sure that he's recovering well. So, he's getting closer every day, and obviously, the homer is nice to see, but yeah, still building up there.
When he has been healthy, just what kind of impact has he had on the club so far this year?
Who's that?
Everton.
Everson's been great. Obviously, we saw the defense, and unfortunately, that's what led to this one. But really good defender. Obviously a ton of power. We've seen him make good swing decisions, and so he's made a huge impact. He's got obviously a real toolsy guy. So there's a lot of impact there, both sides of the ball.
What has Schultz been working on to get more better than he has been and be able to stay out there a little longer?
Yeah, certainly the strikes was something that was top of mind and top of the list to get him in the zone with his stuff being so good, and he was able to do that. But then, there's some shapes that he's trying to get back to. Whether that's more depth on the sweeper, more birdie fastball, just kind of doing whatever he can to refine his shapes is kind of the thing that's on the top of the list as he goes in this one. Also, of course, maintaining the ability to attack the zone and maintain count leverage.
Is this an important outing for him to know where he's at this point?
I think it's just an important outing because we have to find a way to beat the Yankees, and certainly in Noah's progression and development and continuing to be at his best, he needs to pitch well to do that. So I think for him, for all of us, it's an important outing.
What do you know?
The trade yesterday, is he, where is he, and what do you envision his plan?
Yeah, he's going to be in Charlotte, and he's an option for us. We know how quickly things change here, and there'll be need. It could be tomorrow for all we know. So he's a piece that we're excited to have and can come up when there's a need.
Is he going to start? Is he going to start Charlotte?
I believe he's going to start. Yes.
Is that would he be a possibility for both starting or kind of length out of the bullpen potentially?
I think potentially, yeah. Whatever the need is, I think that there's versatility there with him. He's done both before. I know he's got the ability to pitch in bulk, but also can come out of the pen and give us different looks.
As a coaching staff, are you guys approaching this just like any other series, or knowing that this is potentially a team you could run into in the postseason? Are you guys starting to maybe think in that way?
We're not thinking in that way. We got a long way to go to get there, and we got to beat the Yankees to get there, you know. So, you know, we have just today that we're worried about, and the things that this team presents, just incredible challenge, and it's going to be really important for us to just focus on those things, and you know, the future implications that are nowhere near our minds right now.
You got Everson up, and how is Austin progressing?
Austin's doing well. Yeah, just trying to still build that volume, and you know, I think a big thing for him is the recovery piece. So as he gets, I think he's been up to 7 innings out in the field, mixed in with some DH spots. So as he gets, you know, more and more innings in these games, you know, just making sure that he's recovering well afterwards is a big part of him kind of, you know, really building his volume.
What has Roger Boston said about the conditions for today?
Hey, well, BP's been canceled, but otherwise, you know, I think we're a go to start the game on time. I haven't heard otherwise.